Thank you for coming this evening. I'm Sergeant Pete Simpson, Public Information Officer. This news conference is to share new information about the officer-involved shooting that occurred on Sunday, February 17, 2013. Speaking tonight will be Mayor Charlie Hales, Chief Mike Reese, and Assistant Chief of Investigations Donna Henderson. The Mayor and Chief will make brief remarks, and then we will show some photos as well as play a portion of the dispatch audio. We will also play for you a video clip that was taken by an area resident during the incident. All of this information has now been sent out in an official news release. I would ask that you keep your questions until the end of the presentation. First, let me recap for you the information that was released over the last few days. On Sunday, February 17, 2013 at 9:24 p.m., Portland police officers were called to Portland Adventist Medical Center on a report of someone in the courtyard armed with a black handgun. Portland police officers assigned to East Precinct responded to the scene. As they were en route, additional information was broadcast that the suspect was a patient and was currently in the employee parking lot. Additionally, information was given to 911 dispatchers that the suspect pointed a gun at security. As officers and sergeants began arriving in the area, they began to develop a plan to safely address the situation. Officers requested that the hospital go into lockdown, and a sergeant requested that Project Respond and Portland Police Air Support units be called to the scene. Additionally, a canine unit and medical personnel were asked to respond. Officers encountered the suspect in the hospital employee parking lot and began giving him commands. During the course of the encounter, 3 officers fired shots at the suspect, who fell to the ground. Officers immediately approached the downed suspect with a ballistic shield and rendered medical aid. Medical personnel checked the suspect and confirmed he was deceased. The 3 Bureau members who were involved are assigned to East Precinct afternoon shift. Sergeant Nathan Voller, a 12-year veteran, Officer Andrew Hurst, a 3-year veteran, and Officer Royce Curtis, a 7-year veteran. The suspect was identified as 50-year-old Merle Michael Hatch. Investigators have learned that at the time of his death, Hatch was a federal fugitive being sought by the U.S. Marshal's Office on an original charge of bank robbery. Additionally, investigators have learned that Hatch was a career criminal with arrests in California, Arizona, and Colorado on a variety of charges, including burglary, bank robbery, theft, and homicide. Yesterday, the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office announced that Hatch was the suspect involved in the Friday, February 15th robbery of a Wells Fargo bank on Sunnyside Road in Clackamas. Today, I have new information. Portland Police Bureau robbery detectives have also determined that Hatch was involved in a bank robbery last week in Northeast Portland. The robbery occurred on Wednesday, February 13th at 2:41 p.m. at the Albina Community Bank on Northeast Sandy Boulevard. At this time, all involved and witness officers have been interviewed by the Portland Police Bureau. We have worked with the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office and detectives to determine that the audio and video clip, as well as other photos we will show you today, will not compromise this ongoing investigation. And now,
as the mayor said, on Sunday we were notified of the shooting and immediately responded to the scene. Detectives have continued to update us throughout the investigation. The officers were interviewed today, as Sergeant Simpson said, and this has allowed us to have this news conference and release additional information. I want to thank the investigators who have worked literally night and day to put this investigation together, and will continue to work diligently until it is presented to the grand jury. Investigators recovered a black piece of plastic near the body of the suspect. This black piece of plastic is approximately 8 inches long and 2 inches wide. During the course of the investigation, detectives believe the suspect stole a telephone receiver handle from the hospital and then broke it in half to simulate a handgun. As you will see in these photos, detectives believe that the suspect used this piece of plastic to simulate a handgun when he encountered hospital security at 2 different times and during his contact with Portland police officers. And these photos are inside the hospital. The first one was of the security guard who was outside his room. And can we go back to that one again? You can see him. He's got his hand on the handle of the telephone receiver, simulating a handgun and telling her that he will harm her if she does not let him out of the facility. And then and here he's confronting her again. This photo is of the broken phone handle as well as an undamaged phone handle taken by detectives for comparison. Detectives have not recovered a handgun and at this time do not believe that the suspect ever possessed a handgun during this encounter.